Steve Merrill back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down a big game breakdown for you. One of the late games Thursday night, just 5 NBA games, and this is one of the 10 o'clock Eastern West Coast games. Pacers Kings, it should be maybe the best matchup of the night. Indiana Pacers, of course, made that nice little run in the in-season tournament a month ago. Sacramento Kings had a nice season last year, and now they're 23-17. Pacers 23-18. So two teams kind of hovering in that playoff range right now as we head into the second half of the season. And Indiana's been a historically high-scoring team this year. There's no way about it. This is a team that's 26-15 to the over this season, despite the fact they've now gone under 4 straight games in 5 of their last 6. Keep in mind, this is a team that was on a 25-10 over start, now 26-15. And Teddy Covers pointed this out on Wager Talk Today with me earlier this week, that the Pacers have slowed things down a bit. And if you look at their recent results, they gave up only 117 points at Denver, despite allowing 65% shooting a couple games ago, and then came right back and gave up 56% shooting, and that game stayed under still. But they did give up 132 to Utah, so I'm not sold that this defense has fixed their problems. And after back-to-back losses at Denver and Utah, I think the Pacers are going to get back to their fast up-tempo ways, and the betting market seems to agree with that. This total opened as low as 243.5 overnight. And now by mid-Thursday afternoon, it's up to 248. Some straggling 247.5 still out there. So I do think the over is the sharp money play in this game, and we've definitely seen the early sharp money coming in the over, and it makes sense. After back-to-back losses, I look for Indiana to pick their tempo back up. And I think you can make a case that they're a live dog in this game as Sacramento returns home off a 5-game road trip in which they lost the last 3 games outright as a road dog. Tough opponents, though, at Philly, Milwaukee, and Phoenix. But still, as Ralph Michaels and Jeff Michaels and I have pointed out all season long, starting the baseball season this summer, Ralph talked about it in hockey even on Thursday night, a free play on Wager Talk Today. Check out that episode here on the channel. That teams coming back off extended road trips in the daily sports, which of course is hockey, NBA, and MLB, normally don't perform well. And I think there could be a little bit of a lag here for Sacramento coming back home for the first time since January 7th. Something else I'll point out, too, if this game is tight down the stretch, which I think it will be, free throw shooting might come into play. Indiana Pacers, an excellent shooting team, 80% from the free throw line this year, including 50.5% from the field. Meanwhile, the Sacramento Kings, just 73% from the free throw line. And that might sound decent in college basketball where, college teams shoot about 72%. But the NBA teams are averaging about 78.5% on the season. So the Kings are actually not a good shooting team, and the free throw numbers show that. In a tight game, we'll take the live dog here with the Indiana Pacers. And this line, by the way, opened as high as 8.5. It's now down to 7.5, even some 7s out there. So once again, sharp money on Indiana and the over. I would agree with both in this late game tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern on Thursday.